Hi guys, just wanted to stop in and make a little video right quick, taking a break from schoolwork, from packing, and just from getting ready to leave out tomorrow night in general. Tomorrow night we head to Dallas, Texas. We're going to go see some NXT on Friday night. We're going to enjoy TakeOver Saturday with some great friends who we don't get to see nearly enough. And then Sunday morning we are all going to pack up and head down to San Antonio for the Royal Rumble show. We cannot wait for that. We are so excited, and my 6-year-old is super excited. I don't know if he's more excited for NXT, Royal Rumble, or just going to Texas. He is excited about all of it in general. We are all looking forward to it a whole lot, though. Making signs, of course. You got to make signs. Come on. Getting those out of the way so that we can just pack up tomorrow and head out about 10 o'clock tomorrow night. Drive while the kids can sleep, and it'll be a lot more peaceful. Hopefully there will be less traffic. We can get there, make some decent time and get there early enough we can get some good rest before the show. So that all said, last night was SmackDown in 205 Live. Not even going to lie to you guys, I did not pay a whole lot of attention to anything at all. I read online where Bray Wyatt had interfered and hit Sister Abigail and Luke Harper. I completely missed that. I don't know where I was. I was probably sitting in the chair in front of the TV, and my brain was in a suitcase somewhere or in a class or something else. I don't know. I don't know where I was, but so apparently Bray Wyatt interferes, or maybe it was after the match. I'm not really sure. And his Sister Abigail on Luke Harper. That opens the door of what's going on with the Wyatt family. Is it going to be just Bray and Randy at this point? Are we going to see Luke Harper reintegrated into the Wyatt family, or was that his exit from the Wyatt family? Kind of interested to see how this one's going to play out. Just to see, is it going to be maybe Eric Rowan's coming back soon? I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. But maybe Eric Rowan's coming back soon. Him and Luke Harper are going to team up maybe, and it'll be former family versus current family. I don't really know. There's a lot of ways, I guess, that they could go with this. Technically, well, not technically, but historically, I guess, WWE creative these days doesn't really take the ball and run with it like a lot of fans really think that they should. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this and how they play it out in the long run. Naomi came back, so that was interesting. I know my daughter absolutely adores Naomi, and she was really excited to see her back and to find out that she's going to have a match at Royal Rumble, even if it is a 6-woman tag team match. Now, that being said, let's discuss Naomi coming back. I did not like the way that they brought her back. Okay, I'm glad that she's back. I think she's going to bring a lot to the SmackDown women and everything, but I don't like the way they brought her back. They brought her back for a match, and she never had it. To me, that is just a little disrespectful to her. But again, this video is my opinions, my thoughts, my head, I guess. So you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. We are here to express our opinions and to stimulate conversation about the things that we're seeing on Raw and SmackDown, 205, NXT, and that kind of thing. So feel free, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about Naomi's return? I mean, should they have given her a match, or should they have done as they did? Maybe she's not completely cleared to wrestle, but then again, I don't know why they would put her in the ring if she's not. So let me know what you think about that, I guess. So then we had Mickie James and Alexa Bliss out there. We saw the interview with Mickie James, and she had a lot of great points. I mean, we've seen the Divas Revolution. I use that term really, really lightly. When it first started, it went with a bang. I mean, we were all excited. They were giving us great stuff from the women, and then it just kind of went and fizzled out completely. We have Charlotte and Sasha on Raw. Even though Charlotte has a match with Bayley and Sasha has her match with Nia, it still seems like Sasha and Charlotte are the only things we hear about on Raw, and I don't like that. We have more women on Raw who are just as talented and who should be utilized, and they're not. It's all about Sasha and Charlotte, and that is not a women's revolution. Somebody should notify creative or whoever is behind this mess. That's not a women's revolution. Now, when you stack the Raw women's division against the SmackDown women's division, there are some very pointed differences. Raw, you get a lot of flair, and I don't play on words, okay? I don't mean Charlotte Flair, although you do get a lot of her, and while I like Charlotte, we get a little too much Charlotte Flair. When I say it's more of a flair, I mean Flare, flair, where it's flashy and it's showy and it's very, very reminiscent of what we were trying to get away from with the women's division. Again, in my opinion, you don't have to agree with me. And if you don't, please drop a comment. Let me know what you think about how the Raw women's division stacks up against the SmackDown's women's division. Now, when we look at SmackDown's women, I see more talent. They are going out there and they're putting more into it. They're more substance than they are flash and flare. Okay, we see more. There's more storyline, I feel like, and it's a more solid storyline. You get why the storyline is there. You get where it's going. You get where it came from. There's history to it. There's excitement for it almost that you don't have in the women's division on Raw. I think Raw needs to take some lessons from SmackDown in terms of the women's division. We saw Dolph do a really quick match against Kalisto. Literally, I watched his entrance. He came out. He got in the ring. I looked away for just a brief minute, and I heard the bell ringing, and I'm like, it's over? I missed the whole entire match. But Dolph gets the win, and I'm kind of happy for that. I mean, it's just Kalisto, and not to take anything away from Kalisto, but, it's one of those where it's not a big name win against somebody like The Miz or Dean Ambrose or AJ Styles, but it's a win, and we haven't seen that a lot for Dolph in recent history. So it's kind of like a football game. If you win by a point, you won. A win is a win is a win. Take it and go. Go to the next one and get that win again. So I'm kind of hoping we see that from Dolph with this. So that all said, I'm trying to think of what else really stood out to me on SmackDown. Honest, I don't even know that I paid much attention to the Miz and Dean Ambrose Lumberjack match that was the closing match for SmackDown. And let me tell you why. I don't know who Miz is in their pants with to be constantly getting shots at the Intercontinental title. Now, I'm not discrediting Miz. I'm not discrediting his ability in the ring or his tenure in the company or anything of that sort. However, I do feel like there are more deserving people who should be getting these shots at the IC title. I feel like Miz has had multiple shots at it. And I understand before anybody goes commenting, well, it was his contractual rematch clause that he enacted last night. That's why he got that match. I understand that. I get that. My opinion about a contractual rematch is that it's not something that we need. Okay, you lost the title. That's great. Now you get to start over and earn your spot again. Okay, that's just my opinion. Again, you don't have to agree, and if you don't, that's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. You're not going to offend me. I enjoy it when we can have a conversation where you may not agree with me and I may not agree with you, but we can drop some points where the other person's like, oh, okay. The only thing I ask and expect from you guys is if you don't agree and you have a different opinion than me or than someone else who might comment on a video, is that you just be respectful of their opinions and vice versa. I mean, we all have different opinions, and that's what makes the world and the world of wrestling fans so unique and so special, is that we can all disagree if we want to, but there's something for everybody. So disagree if you want to, leave comments, start a conversation, let's hash it out. Let's just be respectful and polite and keep it adult, I guess. So I think the contractual rematch clause is foolish. I think we should do away with that. That's just, again, my opinion. Miz is constantly in the eyes. Miz is becoming John Cena to me. If John Cena's there, he's constantly in the title picture, whether he's been back for a day, as we've seen this time. I mean, he was back and immediately in a title picture with AJ. And I don't agree with that. I don't think he deserves to be in the title picture. Where have you been? You've not been earning that spot while everybody else has. You've not been there. You've not been on TV. You've not been in the ring. You've not done anything to earn a title shot, yet you come back and it's handed to you. I don't like that. I think it's wrong. I think that it probably is a big thing in the locker room, maybe, where the rest of these guys are like, why should I even care? Because we all know when he comes back for his little 2 months spree that he's going to get the title shot. We don't have a chance. So, I mean, I just can see how it could be very, I don't know, like disheartening, I guess, in the locker room to know that you're busting your ass and you're putting in all this time and you know who's going to be in the title picture, even though they haven't done nearly what you have. I mean, we got guys like Baron Corbin who, if you don't want to give him a title run, if you don't want to give him a world title shot, he should be fighting Dean Ambrose for the IC title. Okay? I mean, and it's not just Baron Corbin. You got Apollo Crews. You've got, you know, all these guys in the locker room who are talented and they're busting their butts and they're doing all of this for the same old people to get these shots. And it's just not right. It's not fair. And we need to really, really, really see a change when it comes to that kind of thing. Again, like I said, I'm not saying that Miz is not, he's not experienced, he's not talented, whatever. Do I personally care for Miz's character? No, I don't. I really don't. He's a heel. I'm not supposed to care for his character. So the fact that I don't care for his character means he's doing his job right. Okay, I won't deny that. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's doing exactly what he's paid to do for me to not care for him. I just think that he's had his title runs. He's had the IC title. He's had it. He lost it. He had it. He lost it. He had it. He lost it. Nobody else is getting a shot, and that's not okay. It's not right. We need to really mix up the title picture. We don't want to see the same people having it all the time. On the flip side, we don't want to see it change hands continuously. Similar to Sasha and Charlotte. Pay-per-view, lose the belt. TV, Raw, get the belt back. Pay-per-view, lose the belt. Raw, get it back. When you change hands, when you change a title that often, or anything like that, it really, really cheapens the title. It makes it pointless. It makes it worthless. And it makes it lose a lot of its prestige. Now, on the flip side of changing it too much, I don't think you should have someone hold it for a year and a half or 2 years or some big number like that, as we saw with New Day's tag team title reign. Again, please do not get me wrong. I like the New Day, okay? I like Kofi individually. I like Xavier individually. I like Big E individually. I like them together. I like the team. I like all of that. But I don't like to see one group with the titles constantly, especially in a 3-person group like New Day, like we saw with the Wyatt family and things like that. Because when just anybody in that group can go in and defend that title, again, it, to me, in my opinion, cheapens the title. If Big E and Xavier wins the title, they should be the only two who defend that title. Kofi didn't win it. He's a part of the team who has the title, but he didn't win it. You look back at the Shield, and when you had, the tag team champions there, they were the champions. Not all 3 of them. The 2 were the champions, and that was it. That was that. If you want to give a tag team championship to 2 of the group, put another title on the other in the group, fine. That's fine. I can deal with that. But if you did not win the match that earned the titles, you should not be allowed to defend the titles. Again, my opinion, let me know what you think about that. So, that all said, that was SmackDown. Let's look at Raw for a second. We saw Goldberg and Brock Lesnar and Undertaker all in the ring when Raw went off the air. And I feel like they really missed the mark with it. They could have done so much with those 3 in the ring together. And they just had them look at each other. Like, what is that? What was that? I just feel like they missed a big opportunity with these three guys in the ring. They just let it go off with them staring at each other. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking or where they were going with that or anything, but I don't like it. It was a huge missed opportunity. Okay, that said, we have got a lot of packing to do. I don't know if I'm going to do a video tomorrow to cover NXT tonight, just because I do have a lot of packing to do, a lot of last minute things that I have to get done for us to leave out tomorrow night. We are leaving out tomorrow night about 10 o'clock Eastern time to head west to Texas for NXT Royal Rumble. We are still planning to do the Royal Rumble Road Trip Chronicles, which is a mouthful to say if you try to say it really quickly. I've learned. We will just document our trip. We'll document our shows. We'll document the things that we're doing, and some will be wrestling related, some may not be, but we're all gonna just have fun, and we'll share some of that with you guys if you want. All right, so that said, let me know in the comments below, what do you want to see? What do you want to hear about? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to throw in the pot for discussion? Are there any videos, like special videos, that you might like to see? Do you want to talk about personal experiences or encounters with the wrestlers? Do you want to talk about your favorite pay-per-views and why? Do you want to talk about who you really don't like that might not be the popular opinion? I don't like John Cena, and typically that's not a popular opinion, and I really don't care. So let me know what you guys want to discuss. Do you want to discuss encounters? Do you want to discuss like who's really great outside of the ring and who's not so great? Do you want to discuss what you want to see in the future storylines? Do you want to discuss your dream matches? What do you guys want to talk about? It doesn't have to be about Raw. It doesn't have to be about SmackDown. It doesn't have to be about NXT or any show that we see. We can talk about anything here. It's my channel, my page, my group. We can do what we want to do. So drop some comments below and let me know what it is that you guys want to talk about. What you guys want. Is there something while we are in Texas that you guys would like me to try to get on camera for you guys? Is there something specific that you guys would want? Do you want video of if we meet some of the wrestlers or the NXT guys or whatever? Do you want maybe a live video of the events? Do you want, what do you want? Do you want something special from Texas? If you do, let me know and I'll do my best to get that for you guys. Until then, guys, have a great day and we'll see y'all next time.